I was recently going through interview questions for front-end developers, and I found something very interesting about currying. So as developers, as we all know, that currying is an important programming technique that is asked frequently in the interview questions. So what currying basically is it takes in all the arguments that are given to a particular function like this, and it transforms it into a sequence of functions that takes in each argument that is passed on to the original function and creates a chain of functions, and we can just execute the chain of functions as it is. What I found more interesting was the use of currying in React and JSX, as you can see here from the example that has been given to us. Here I have a contact form that takes in the handle submit method on the on submit method of the form. So what we initially do is we have a handle submit function that takes in a parameter, that is the event parameter default from the on submit method of the form, and we can just directly pass on the name of the function inside the JSX. What it will do is it will create a reference for that particular function and call the handle submit function while executing the code. But if you want to pass another argument inside the handle submit method or any other method for other than the event method that we pass in, like if we want to pass in a number, then we would have to invoke uh, an anonymous inline function here to pass on the number that we want to pass here through the JSX. Otherwise, it won't allow you to pass on the particular number, as it would directly execute the particular function here itself. Let's see how currying solves this issue. So what we can do in currying is we can just take in the event parameter function from the on submit method as a sequence as the next sequence of the function that we want to use, and then we can just use the parameter here that we want to pass in, and we can just escape this anonymous inline function help. This increases the readability of the function, and it also helps to identify different functions that we want to pass on into the JSX without having to worry about invoking an anonymous inline function.